Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Bitcoin on an upward trajectory, folks. Over $10,000 today. Bitcoin right now trading at 10,251, up 3.3% in the last 24 hours. We got Ethereum up to $324, up 4.67%, and XRP trading at 0.218, up 0.16% in the last 24 hours. You guys can see here the market cap is at 307.8 billion. So the market cap has grown just about 8 billion in the last 24 hours since I made yesterday's video. So what is the outlook? Are we going to remain bullish? Well, Peter Schiff here says 2 of the last 3 times Bitcoin rose above 10,000 in October of 2019, and in February of 2020, it soon fell by 38% and 63% respectively. The last time Bitcoin rose above $10,000 was in May, and it only fell by 15%. So what he's talking about here is, this is Bitcoin on the hourly. Let me put it on the daily here. What he's talking about were these trends here. So he talks about Bitcoin reaching 10,000 here, reaching 10,000 here, and reaching 10,000 here. And he follows up by saying it fell 38%, 63%, and in May 15% respectively. So 38%, 63%, 15%. And so Bitcoin obviously testing this $10,000 level. Well, it's about 10,400, give or take, 10,500, depending on where you look. Well, this one obviously a retracement. Before we started a bull run at the beginning of 2020, and then this, guys, of course, the pandemic. So this is a bit of an anomaly. I wouldn't consider that a typical retracement for Bitcoin when he says 63%. Had we not had a pandemic, I doubt Bitcoin would have retraced 63%. And here we're finding a 15% retrace. Now we're hitting this level again. So are we going to surpass this level? Of course, the more times we hit, the stronger the level becomes. If we cannot pierce this level and we rebound again after a 4th time, it doesn't look like we will pierce it if it becomes strong resistance. So he's got an interesting point here. Nevertheless, Bitcoin is looking bullish. In my opinion, that is what I ultimately think. I think at this point, we have retraced several times and buyers are looking for more Bitcoin. Again, we've heard a lot of great news in the space with regards to banks and adoption and all this stuff that's going on. And so Peter Schiff, the pomp is saying, then short it. If you think it's going to retrace, then short it. Peter Schiff says, well, also I'm already short on the US dollar, so I'm making money on that trade too. Okay, fair enough. I mean, you can't have positions in everything. But he's being a little cheeky here. You know, how big will the next drop be? You know, it's so hard to tell still. If we find that this gets, once it gets up here, if Bitcoin buyers and sellers are indecisive again, it'll go down, and I think we could hit this level. I think that that's the case. If there is a serious pierce through here at this point, then it's bullish. Then the next level would be, 12,003, give or take. That's my opinion. We really just kind of have to see what happens when it gets to here, if it does this, or if it just goes straight up. XRP doing well as well. If we bring up the XRP chart here, we saw some significant gains over the last 24 hours, and now XRP trading at almost 22 cents, guys, so 0.218 right now. And again, XRP is not going to move, or rather, the gains, we're not going to see the same types of gains right away. We know in the past it has moved last and fast, and so I think it'll be one of those fast movers near the end, and so we got to be prepared for that. This from the Daily Hodl. Binance reveals 5 most heavily traded altcoins as XRP makes exchange lists of worst performers in Q2. So this from Binance. Trading volumes were slightly lower in the second quarter of 2020 than the first quarter, with a particularly distinct downward trend for large cap assets, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Similarly, all Q2 top performers were mid cap altcoins such as Lend, BNT, ERD, and EDO. Each of these assets gained close or more than 500%. This most recent quarter was marked by a noticeable decline in Bitcoin spot trading dominance as Ethereum's rally continued through quarter 2, coinciding with relative increases in trading of altcoins, including Link and ADA. While both large cap cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Ethereum, posted quarterly returns of 42 and 69.7%, XRP remained stagnant. XRP has experienced a minimal return of 0.5% only, with its trading volume cut in half, which makes XRP the 5th worst performing asset on the platform, behind MCO, TNT, STP, STPT, and BRD. XRP, the worst performing crypto asset on the platform, until it's not, guys. This is the thing we have to realize. It is only until it isn't. And despite the fact that this guy keeps flip-flopping, yes, I'm talking about Peter Brandt here, he does bring up a good point. High-profile crypto strategist says Bitcoin targeting 50,000 with XRP signaling a potential bull run. Now, he's gone on the record in the past saying XRP is crap and he doesn't want to trade it, and it's, he doesn't see any room for improvement. Yet, this is what he's noticing now. So, high-profile crypto strategist Peter Brandt says Bitcoin appears to be setting up for a big move that will propel the top cryptocurrency to new all-time highs. The veteran trader said, right. So this was a tweet from a few days ago saying that he saw a massive symmetrical triangle in Bitcoin, pointing towards all-time highs, then 50,000. But this is what I found interesting. Brandt also sees the possibility of a long-awaited breakout for XRP. And if we look at the XRP/BTC chart, he says it's forming a possible inverted head and shoulders bottom. Maybe Ripple Labs, the bag holder, will be able to pull a cat out of the bag. Still being a bit of an a-hole. Nevertheless, I see his point here if we look at BTC XRP. So here's BTC XRP. And you can see that in the past we saw that reversal once Bitcoin started slumping. Here, let me bring it over here to the last bull run. Bitcoin started slumping, then XRP gained value up until early January 2017. And then, it's essentially been a downward trajectory. As we know, Bitcoin usually is the leader of the pack. But now we're starting to see this formation here, a bit of a pull up. XRP to BTC finding resistance here, and so the trend could continue upward. This is what Peter Brandt is suggesting, that we could see a reversal on the XRP BTC chart, and so he's pointing to what I'm assuming he's seeing. This is the head and shoulders, possibly, okay, for an uptrend, or rather the reverse head and shoulders, pointing towards an uptrend. So I see his point. I guess what I don't like is that this guy tends to flip-flop quite a bit, and he has in the past, just disparaged XRP. And so, I don't mind if you change your mind based on chart patterns. I don't mind if you change your strategy. But what I don't like is when you call a cryptocurrency or a stock or anything crap, and then you turn around and say, well, look at this. There's possibility here. This is great. This is a great trading opportunity. If you're going to call it crap, stick to your guns, buddy. This is why I don't call anything crap. There's always opportunity for everything. And at the end of the day, guys, it's about making money. Who cares what you think about the actual thing you're trading if you're in it to make money? Now, for XRP, it is a little different. There is a long-term plan. There is real-world utility. So we do get into the projects. We do get into the research for that future price. But when you're trading something today, it doesn't really matter. It's all about putting your money in and seeing it grow right now for instant profits. And so, in my opinion, no need to disparage certain cryptocurrencies unless you don't plan on touching it with a 10-foot pole. And to me, it looks like Peter Brandt is changing his mind yet again. Anyway, not going to keep dwelling on that. One thing you got to remember, though, and guys, this is from Michael at Val5Links on Twitter. Always remember to get into crypto projects, even if you are trading on the short term, that aren't lying to you, that are deemed respectable projects. So Michael posted this. Tron lied about their circulating supply since the Genesis block, says a crypto trader. So popular crypto trader Tone has revealed in a scintillating tweet that Tron lied about its circulating supply. The trader posted an image from CoinMarketCap which showed that the crypto data aggregator had updated the circulating supply of Tron. This update value saw an increase in the total circulating supply by 5 billion tokens, which is an exponential increase. This, according to Tone, means that Tron had lied from its Genesis block about the number of TRX tokens in the total supply. So, again, going back to my point here, if you're going to call something crap, make sure you've got reason to. Not to say that I'm calling Tron crap, but be careful of what you say about what projects are out there. I know some people think Ripple's a scam, that XRP is a scam token, but ultimately, there's so much research that points to just the contrary. And if you are looking to trade, and this is kind of a double message I'm giving you guys. If you are looking to trade stuff, make sure you know enough about it. I mean, if you're day trading, it kind of doesn't really matter. But, I've heard stories where people have gotten into cryptos, where people have gotten into certain stocks, and they were not as advertised. And suffice it to say, it didn't end well. Anyway, not saying Tron is a scam, but, if they are lying to you about circulating supply, what else are they lying to you about? Gonna keep moving along though, guys. This from XRP Crypto Wolf. Ripple is growing rapidly, so they're hiring senior DevOps engineers to help build the next generation payment platform that enables banks to instantly settle cross-border payments. So more from the Ripple camp here. Obviously, new job postings coming up all the time. Ripple is growing rapidly, and we are looking for a results-oriented DevOps engineer to help build the next generation payment platform that enables banks to instantly settle cross-border payments to create the Internet of Value. Our customers are global and expect a payments platform that matches their needs and growth. The DevOps function focuses on two main goals: customer satisfaction and developer productivity. As the product scales, the team is tasked with building and maintaining tools that ease development and deployment of our products, as well as ease of support for these products in production. And here is the list of requirements, what you will do, what they are looking for. So DevOps team looking to continue to expand. Obviously, Ripple laser focused on creating that Internet of Value for payments, as they mention here in the job posting. Anyone want to move to San Francisco? I guess these days you can work from home pretty efficiently, especially during the pandemic. Nevertheless, thought that was interesting. This next one here from Mickey B. Fresh at Mr. Fresh Time on Twitter. State Street says Bitcoin and other digital assets will evolve to trading on a blockchain/DLT. Expect institutional spot exchanges to trade crypto and tokenized assets on DLT infrastructure. This current market infrastructure of off-ledger trading is coming to an end soon. So think about this. Institutionalized traders want this to be as regulated as possible so that they are compliant. They are investing millions of dollars in some cases. And so with cryptocurrency regulation comes a lot of red tape. And this guy, I think, sums it up quite nicely. Let me just play you this clip. This from Das Markets. This was a panel from last year, 2019.
So I think, one of the reasons we are very interested in the crypto market, and we're looking at a number of use cases, is the way Bitcoin trades and the way Bitcoin is going to evolve is the same way any other asset is going to evolve, right? Trading on a blockchain. So that to us is exciting. And one of the reasons we are very interested in the crypto market, and we're looking at a number of use cases, is the way Bitcoin trades and the way Bitcoin is going to evolve is the same way any other asset is going to evolve, right? Trading on a blockchain. So that to us is exciting. And we think, that is a market that's going to, right now is burgeoning, I think.
The clip pretty much ends there. So trading Bitcoin on a blockchain, really exciting for institutional investors. No more of this off-ledger trading. I got to thank Mickey B. Fresh. He posts a lot of great videos, does contribute quite a bit to the space. And so guys, institutional trading, think of it. What we've been seeing thus far has been Mickey Mouse trading. And when these guys get into the space, we're seeing Bitcoin right now at 10,000. Well, think of where it will go when millions and millions and millions of dollars are going to be pumped into the space. Think of where the stock market is. Think of the market cap of all the stock markets around the world. Now think of Bitcoin and think of how small it is in comparison, and crypto in general. Now think of Grayscale. Think of all these companies that have added digital assets to their baskets of investments for some of their traders. Think of the type of products that are being released by Grayscale, like the GBTC trading index that they currently have as a product. And now they just introduced, I believe it was a Bitcoin Cash one and a Litecoin one as well. So this space is just going to get bigger and bigger. More money's going to flow in, which means more people are going to own digital assets. And thus, if there is more demand, the price will go up. Just remember that. I got this one here from Michael at Val5Link. So Ripple has already found widespread use in markets like West Africa. As Crypto Slate reported earlier, the firm's partnership with Waya Money in Ghana allows thousands to transfer between African borders. So Africa, obviously, one of these big geographic regions that where there's a need for seamless cross-border payments. Many people in Africa still unbanked, and Ripple has gone there and is solving the problem quite successfully. And so this article just discussing why crypto is more crucial in the post-pandemic world now than ever. And this taken originally from Ashish Burla's discussion on the Ripple Insights website. So I just wanted to start down here. Burla noted that interest and demand in digital payment services are escalating. This is as people are around the world increasingly require access to instant and reliable means of paying and transferring money. However, currently available payment methods don't quite facilitate these needed attributes. This is partly because of complicated legal arrangements and counterparty risk, which in turn create delays and inefficiencies. But the above is a litmus test for digital currencies and real-time settlements. The latter's ability to fulfill payments across international borders within seconds is required in times of uncertainty, such as now, he noted. Much of the demand for instant payments can be attributed to the swiftness of data availability in today's world. Burla points out the instantaneousness of retail centers, commercial zones, and other experiences have highlighted the demand and need for more efficient ways to settling payments. He noted the demand and fervor to shift to real-time payments among consumers is real. You don't need to look any further than the fact that payments via mobile wallets have now outpaced credit card transactions in countries like Thailand, Vietnam, and Indonesia. And how does Ripple fill the gap? Well, Burla calls for blockchain and digital asset technology to be utilized, leveraged as a crucial component for speeding up the settlement process. This is partly as blockchain technology allows businesses and financial institutions to transact and accept payments directly, eliminating the need for the middleman. And so we have heard this term before, and he uses the example of Swift as that middleman. So think about it for a second. If you can get your payment from point A to point B without a middleman, why would you choose to use a middleman? Okay, this just gives banks and financial institutions more reason to want to use Ripple and use XRP to source that liquidity. Think about the way our world is going. Think about 30, 40 years ago when we would book travel through a travel agent, okay? I'm just giving you an example here. And now we go to websites like Expedia.com and we can do it ourselves, ultimately eliminating that middleman. So sure, this means that people will lose jobs, of course, but the efficiency and cost effectiveness becomes greater. Cut out the middleman. If you can do the job yourself, why not do it if you can save some money? It's more streamlined, making it more efficient. So this is just one example of cutting out the middleman, and Ripple is essentially doing this with their technology, with DLT, utilizing XRP to source that liquidity. Again, remember, eliminating Nostro and Vostro accounts, removing the middleman, even like with Tier 1 and Tier 2 bank relationships. Tier 1 banks would be able to sell their services to Tier 2 and Tier 3 banks so that those banks' customers could send money cross borders utilizing the Tier 1 banks' Nostro and Vostro accounts. Well, now with RippleNet and being able to source liquidity through XRP, that is no longer needed. So now Tier 1 banks, who were the middleman in that scenario, are no longer needed. Of course, they've got their primary business, and now Tier 3 and Tier 2 banks can send cross-border payments just as efficiently. It eliminates that type of business, which ultimately doesn't make big banks happy. Nevertheless, it levels the playing field. And so this is ultimately what Ripple is set out to do. Then they talk down here about West Africa and their partnership with Waya Money. So West Africa, obviously, there's a big need to resolve this friction in these corridors, and Ripple is doing just that. So I wanted to thank Michael at Val5 Links for posting that. And this, again, a sum up of Ashish Burla's insight on that. Removing the middleman is what is going to create more efficiency in the future. We've already seen it in certain industries, and we're going to continue to see it with banking. Another one from Michael, 85% banks across Italy are using R3's Corda blockchain to vastly speed up the process of double-checking transaction logs. So Silvia Tanasio, head of innovation at the Italian Banking Association, said both the processes of interbank reconciliation and the technology underlying the exchange of data had to change. In the old system, reconciliation took a long time and was unpredictable. The average time for reconciliation was between 30 and 50 days. Atanasio said on Corda, reconciliation is completed within a day. The interbank agreement, a part of Italian law that governs interbank transfers, was passed in 1978 and describes a process of banks sending physical tapes. Once the interbank agreement was updated in May 2019 to include data standardization, Italy set a window between March 1st and October 1st, 2020 for integration to that standard and a blockchain that banks could use to follow the new rules. They are doing this, guys, all on Corda, and we know the Corda settler can settle with XRP, so almost 100% of Italian banks are on this system, and Italy, starting to blaze trails within the banking sector and becoming one of those countries that is becoming more and more integrated with blockchain and DLT. Anyway, not going to continue going over this. I will link this article in the description if you guys want to read further. We also got this, guys, from the Daily Hodl. Ripple's director of product launches XRP payments and e-commerce platform. So Ripple's director of product is rolling out the beta version of Payburner, an XRP-based e-commerce payment platform. This from Craig DeWitt. He says Payburner is designed to make it extremely easy to send and receive instant global payments. The new product, which started as DeWitt's side project, functions as a non-custodial wallet. DeWitt says the responsibility of safety storing the funds falls on the users, as Payburner won't have access to their passwords. Payburner also allows users to send and receive payments using PayID, which is really interesting. You guys can see down here, crypto cow buy, or CWBY, $payburner.com. Maybe that's Craig DeWitt's address if you want to send him some crypto. Users can set up their PayID upon sign up, which they can share to enable instant global payments. To send payment, users can simply input the PayID of the recipient, enter the amount of XRP to send, and click send. To request payment, users can input the PayID of the person they're requesting money from, enter the amount requested, and add an optional message. So this platform obviously interconnected with XRP. DeWitt says the merchant must have a Payburner account to enjoy the easy-to-use checkout feature. To facilitate the process, the Ripple executive points out that they are done integrating the Payburner plugin with WordPress, making it available to approximately 455 million websites. And he's going to charge a small fee. We expect to make money from the one-click merchant payout experience by requesting payments from merchants at 1% of their received XRP e-commerce purchases. Peer-to-peer payments and peer-to-peer requests are not charged any fee. Payburner does not have the ability to withdraw funds from any account, and we are not in the middle of any transaction, so we send requests to merchants for fee collection. DeWitt notes that the Payburner plugin currently supports Chrome and Brave browsers, with the promise that the platform will be available in more browsers and iOS and Android apps. So Payburner obviously making improvements to the platform. Now you can link up your PayID, send crypto immediately. And guys, did you see this S Coin news with SBI? Crypto Eddie originally posted this going back to February 2019, an in-depth article of SBI's S Coin platform, which was first built with Orb, would be changed to use R3 Corda, and XRP would be used to expand internationally. So this article originally from back in February, so let me just bring that up for you. It was a Japanese article, and so I had to translate that to English. Aiming for the Osaka Expo, SBI's S Coin R3 will be replaced with Corda of X3 to expand internationally, and the market capitalization of virtual currency Ripple exceeds that of Bitcoin. So Yoshitaka Kitao of SBI Holdings held the financial result briefing on January 31st. So again, this was from last year, guys. Introduces important remarks related to virtual currencies and the content of the Q&A held after the financial results briefing about the virtual currency market. So Kitao described the virtual currency blockchain market as follows: utilizing the SBI ecosystem, create a culture of effective use of blockchain. Personnel with specialized knowledge are assigned to conduct meetings and research. SBI Virtual Currencies will become an exchange by starting board trading in March this year. Although the market is currently slumping, various things will be the initiator in the future. Governments around the world need to create a system for regulation so that investors can feel at ease. To that end, we are in the process of introducing a system that can ensure safety. Alternatively, we are considering an attempt to reduce the price volatility of cryptocurrencies by involving institutional investors. For example, we are considering creating and selling funds such as incorporating 20 to 30% of virtual currency and making the rest into stocks and bonds. The preparations have already been completed, and we are waiting for the time when regulations will be set, such as an enactment of a new bill. Let me just go down here for a sec. Did they talk about it here? Right, they talk a little bit about the MoneyTap integration here as well. The goal to make MoneyTap is global. Money Tap, right? A payment application for smartphone, iOS, right. Technology, the virtual currency Ripple XRP that we are invested in can become global in the future. It is no longer an era of huge ATM costs, no charge for 24 hours, no remittance fees. You can use your smartphone, send a QR code. And then down here, they say because XRP is already starting to become international and within 2019, XRapid will be used by money transfer companies, now known as RippleNet and ODL. By increasing the so-called XRP's vertical use, we expect that the market capitalization of Ripple XRP will soon exceed the market capitalization of Bitcoin. So SBI saying that the market cap of XRP will exceed that of Bitcoin. In here, though, they did talk about S Coin, and from what I understand, that was a coin for municipal use, I believe, for certain utilities, paying your taxes, stuff like that. It was launched citywide back in, I believe it was last year in South Korea, in Seoul, as a test run. And as Crypto Addy mentions here, it is now going to be integrated, changed to use R3 Corda and XRP so that it can be expanded internationally. So to this regard, here is the statement from just today. SBI launched S Coin, which will use R3 Corda and stated pilot tests for SBI Group this month. SBI built the S Coin platform and money transfer, a smartphone money transfer settlement app provided by MoneyTap, and plan to use it as a digital currency issuance platform in the future. So this just from today, with the S Coin platform built using Corda, it is possible to design and issue a unique digital currency according to the application, such as electronic money as a prepaid money instrument, and SBI issues it in this demonstration experiment. It is used to issue the payment coin S Coin. In this demonstration experiment, we built a mechanism that works with this S Coin platform and money transfer, a smartphone money transfer / settlement app provided by MoneyTap Co., a subsidiary of SBI. So this is just a statement with regards to the current testing that they are actually going to be testing it this month, July 2020, and they have already started. So that will essentially expand this platform internationally. I got to thank XRP Crypto Wolf and Crypto Addy for posting this on Twitter. And guys, if you just look at the amount of interest in cryptocurrency since 2018. Now, this from central banks around the world. They're becoming increasingly positive about digital currencies. This from XRP Crypto Wolf as well. Posted this graph here. So the catalyst for a CBDC is the virus pandemic, China's CBDC, and the upcoming launch of Facebook's Libra. So we have three factors here that have really kind of initiated, or rather sparked the interest of these banks and financial institutions to become more interested in cryptocurrency. You can see negative sentiment throughout 2017 and into 2018. 2018, it was at an all-time low. And then from there, positive sentiment started creeping up. Now we are in 2020, and sentiment is at an all-time high. This is why we're seeing so many developments in the space. This is why we're hearing so much great news right now. So we got the number of central bankers' speeches on digital currencies by sentiment, retail sentiment, and wholesale sentiment in light and dark blue, respectively. If you're not looking at the screen right now, guys, I will link this in the description if you want to look at this chart. So another great one from XRP Crypto Wolf. But I want to end off on this because I thought this was quite poignant. This from Vustin on Twitter. The 2015 bull run was visionaries. The 2017 bull run, exchanges. The 2020 bull run will be banks. So anyone saying this is not possible has no idea what is going to happen. Zero, nothing, clueless. Limited people have limited vision, and I couldn't stress this more. If you can't see that this is going to be one of the biggest opportunities in a generation, you are blind. Us cryptocurrency hodlers, I almost feel like, whether you hold, I'm not going to say any cryptocurrency, but if you hold any of the top cryptocurrencies, you will likely do well in the next 10 years regardless. It'll kind of be like the .com boom for a while until a lot of these cryptocurrencies just fall off the face of the planet, and only a handful will survive. The ones that will survive, though, will provide solutions for real-world problems, including XRP and maybe a handful of others. But guys, that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.